Hey everyone, today I'm reviewing a pair of full-size wireless headphones that are a perfect example of a questionable purchase. They're called Proove 17's Classic 2, whatever that means. They look interesting in the pictures, but in real life they are not very good at all. Usually I try to find positives in every device, but this is probably the expectation. Let's get started. As always, we start with the box. It's a completely standard package, nothing special. Logo, model name, picture of the product, a short list of key features, and on the back, the specs printed in tiny text. Inside you'll find the headphones themselves, faux leather earpads, a faux leather headbands with basically no padding, USB-C charging cable, a 3.5mm audio cable, the user manual, some stickers and additional paperwork. The Proove 17's Classic 2 are made of plastic with a metal headband wrapped in leather. As you probably noticed, the shape of the ear cups looks very similar to certain Marshall headphones. And the ear cups fold similarly to Marshall headphones. Watch this, I fold them the way they probably should fold. And then what? Should I tie them with a rope? Seriously, what is this? They couldn't even be bothered to copy the folding mechanism properly, and this is already the second version. I'm honestly afraid to imagine what the first one looked like. You know, this is my first time trying this style of headphones, but this specifically felt pretty uncomfortable. Even though I have relatively small ears, they never felt quite secure on my head, and after a while they start putting pressure on my ears. Okay, I've heard that some Marshall models have a similar issue, so I probably won't be buying this style in the future. The headphones come in a lot of different colors, so I won't spend much time on that. In my case, I got this mint color version. From a distance, they actually look decent. Up close, though, the stitching looks cheap, and the earpads feel like they could fall off because of the big gaps at the bottom and sides. And in a year or two, when these pads wear out, where I'm supposed to find replacements? Just hope that Marshall pads happen to fit. The idea itself isn't bad, but they could have created their own retro-inspired design and actually build it properly. But why am I even asking that question? On the right ear cup you'll find the controls: power, volume adjustment and track controls. The buttons have a short travel and a clicky feel. Nothing special, but they definitely feel cheap. There is also USB-C charging port with an indicator light. The headphones support wired audio through the included 3 and 5mm cable. Now let's get to the most interesting and at the same time most disappointing part, the sound. Proove Nothing to Prove comes equipped with 40mm drivers. I honestly have no idea what codecs are supported, but judging by the lack of information from the manufacturer, it's probably just SBC and AAC Bluetooth version 5.4. Pairing is easy enough, but there is an annoyingly loud beep every time they connect. The sound itself can best be described as cheap and uncontrolled. Bass at any volume is awful, the mids are recessed and the highs can become fatiguing on certain tracks. For compression I tested them against my Ugreen Max5c using a Room EQ Wizard and a regular microphone. I don't have a dummy head or any professional measurement equipment, but the results were pretty much exactly what I expected. Weak detail retrieval, unnatural highs, sometimes the sound feels muffled while in other situations it becomes harsh and sharp. The only somewhat decent thing here is the microphone, although as far as I can tell there is no noise cancellation. Right now you're listening to a quick microphone test of these headphones, so you can get an idea of this recording quality. I'll leave it up to you to decide how good or bad it sounds. Even my budget Ugreen headphones sound noticeably better tuned, so yeah, that's the story. What can I say about the battery? Proove has a lot to prove. Comes with a built-in 300 mAh battery that delivers up to 10 hours of playback. 1 hour of charging gives you around 2 hours of use. Overall, that's pretty weak. So let's wrap things up. What can I say about the Proove 17's Classic 2? This is exactly the kind of sub $15 option that I simply can't recommend. You're much better off saving a little more money and buying something better. I understand that the true mid-range headphone market is getting smaller and smaller. Budget headphones usually have issues either with sound quality or build quality, but in this particular case it feels like everything is compromised. And at the end of the day, we are here for the sound first and foremost. Of course, course, I might be asking for too much for this price, but still you hope for a bit more care and quality in something you use every day. Would I recommend the Proove? Only if you are ready to disprove your expectations. That's all from me today, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a like, it really helps with the channel. You can also drop a comment if you want. See you in the next one.